I'm going to reveal a step-by-step guide on how rental car accident claims and settlements work. And the best way to do this is to look at Lamar's real case. He was a backup singer about to go on tour in Europe. Lamar was stopped in a drive-thru singing away in Oakland Park, Florida.
Whoa, here she comes.
When out of nowhere, Ashley was driving a rental car and rear-ended him hard. Pain shot through Lamar's neck. Paramedics took him to the hospital. Now, Lamar's mind starts to spin like a record. Who was going to pay to get his pricey car fixed? Lamar was stressed that he'd now have to get his car fixed. He was also worried that his neck pain wouldn't go away. And Lamar feared that it would prevent him from going on tour. If he wasn't able to go on tour, he wouldn't have money to pay his bills. And he had lots of them. As you may know, it's crazy expensive to live in South Florida. The crash report listed PV Holding as the rental car owner. They owned Avis, so I called Avis to report the claim. Reporting the claim to the rental car company is the first step in these claims. If the wreck isn't reported, you won't get paid. Lamar got physical therapy for his pain. Avis told us that Sedgwick would handle the claim. Sedgwick handles claims for Avis and some other rental car insurance companies. Rental car companies typically use an other company for claims. It's their standard procedure. The other popular claims administrator in rental car crashes is ESIS. So I sent a letter to Sedgwick requesting important insurance information. It was only after I sent that letter that they told us that Ashley did not rent the car. You'll see why this is crucial in a moment. They said that Eugene rented the car. So who would pay for the damage to Lamar's car? And who would compensate him for his injuries? Sedgwick told us that the renter Eugene or authorized driver's insurance is responsible for the damage to Lamar's car and his pain and suffering, his medical bills, and lost wages. But only up to $10,000 for Lamar's car damage and another $10,000 for pain and suffering, medical bills, and lost wages. All rental car companies will say that the renter's or authorized driver's personal car insurance is first in line to pay up to the state minimum limits. So what happens if the renter or authorized driver doesn't have insurance on their own car? In this scenario, the rental car company will pay up to the state minimum limits. Of course, Ashley would need to be at fault for them to pay Lamar. And then we got some bad news. Sedgwick told us that they'd need to try to contact Eugene's personal car insurance since they were first in line to pay. But we had a problem, and it happens in many rental car accident cases. Eugene, the renter, wasn't responding to Sedgwick's messages. He was long gone, and so was Ashley. And this can easily happen in your case too. When the renter doesn't respond to the rental car company, it can cause them to delay paying you for your car damage. So it's often best to go through your own car insurance company to get your car fixed. This assumes that you have collision coverage on your car. Sedgwick sent me a letter that had some good news, or so I thought. Eugene bought additional liability coverage when he rented the car. If you ever hear about a huge settlement in a rental car accident case, it's usually because the renter got this coverage. Other rental car companies call additional liability coverage different names like extended protection or EP, SLI, LIS, or ALI. To keep it simple here, I'll call it supplemental liability insurance. But it all does the same thing. It pays for damage to your car, your property, your pain and suffering, medical bills, and your lost wages. In this case, it would pay up to $2 million. Of course, we'd have to prove up Lamar's injuries to get compensation from this insurance. But then things took a twist. Sedgwick denied this coverage because Ashley wasn't listed as a driver. It was like planning for a perfect vacation only to have it canceled at the last minute due to unforeseen circumstances. All the anticipation and preparation gone in an instant. Let me be clear, Sedgwick and others will deny this coverage if they find a valid reason, much like a critic looking for flaws in a performance. And sadly, the law often allows them to. Lamar's neck pain went away and he did great on tour. But here's the encore you've been waiting for. I used a game-changing tactic to get Sedgwick to pay up the $10,000 limits. And guess what? You don't need a law degree to pull off this trick. So what's the simple step that may get you a big and fast settlement? To find out, click the video that's on screen now and in the description below. And if you're injured in a rental car accident in Florida, click the link in the description below to see if I can be the attorney for you.